Hello students of Standard 5th. Welcome to DAV Mall Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Mishra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Today we will continue with the same unit of your English reader E-Generation. And today we will start with a new topic, 5 Chums and the Hacker. Dear students, now let us read the story Five Chums and the Hacker. Chums means close friends and hacker a person who uses computers to gain unauthorized access to data. Here five chums are Nishant, Bill, Basanti, Arya and Noddy. Let us see what happens in scene 1. The phone was ringing but Bill ignored it. She was busy at her computer developing a new program. The ringing stopped just as Bill's ears were getting used to the silence. It started again. The story begins like this. Bill is busy in her computer developing a new program. In the meantime, the phone bell rings. First she ignores, but again the bell starts ringing. The call was from Nishant. Bill, Nishant's high-pitched voice shot out of the receiver. Come right down. Aunt Stephanie had just fainted in Mr. Subramaniam's flat. He has rung up 2 dozen ambulances. The call was from Nishant, and in a very high-pitched voice he told her that Aunt Stephanie got fainted in Mr. Subramaniam's flat and he has called 2 dozen ambulances. Basanti overheard, her eyes became round. Who? What? They were very amazed or surprised. What has happened? Sorry, said Bill. You don't know all these people yet. Never mind, just one. Come. On reaching the scene of action, they found that Aunt Stephanie, a plump, ever-smiling woman, was heaving and thrashing about, muttering under her breath. Muttering means speaking in low tone. When others tried to walk her to waiting ambulances, she screamed. It took her neighbors a full 10 minutes to get her into the ambulances. When they all reached to the scene, they found that Aunt Stephanie, who was very heavy built and always smiling woman, was laid down on the floor and was speaking in low tone something. And it took the neighbors to take her to the ambulance 10 minutes. The next day was Sunday. In the attic, the meeting place of the five chums, the children lounged around. What do you think has happened to her? Said Nishant. Next day on Sunday, all the five chums met at the attic. It was their secret place. And they were now started discussing what has actually happened to her. She might have just received some bad news, like losing all her savings, said Arya. Or a friend, said Nishant. Her life, said Basanti quietly. How do you know? Asked Nishant. Now all the friends started predicting what has actually happened to her. Maybe she has heard some bad news of losing all her savings, or her friends, or her life. But Nishant said, how? Arya has known this. She kept saying, he will get me, he will get me. Everybody was now surprised. After a long discussion, they began their investigation. First, they went to the gatekeeper and asked, had any strange men been visiting Aunt Stephanie lately? The gatekeeper replied emphatically, no one. So the five chums went to Mr. and Mrs. Bose, who were the neighbors of Aunt Stephanie. Did you hear anything disturbing? They asked. Bose said no. Then Basanti said, I think we have learned one thing, that the thread has come by phone. They all asked, how do you know? Then she told that as she didn't go out nor did she had any visitors, suddenly she rushed towards the opposite flat and fainted. It means that somebody has threatened her over the phone. Excellent reasoning, said Arya to Basanti. Now let us go and visit Aunt Stephanie and ask her. In the narrow bed, in a strange robe, lay Aunt Stephanie. There were dark circles under her eyes. All the five chums went to see Aunt Stephanie. She was lying on the narrow bed, and there were dark circles under her eyes. Auntie, asked Bill in a gentle voice, are you worried about something? So Bill firstly asked her, and she is worried about anything? Large tears rolled down her cheeks. Someone, she sobbed, is watching me all time. He says he will kill me. Oh, I am so scared. Now Aunt Stephanie told that somebody is watching her all the time and giving her threats that he will kill her, and she has become so scared. Mrs. Stephanie then told the children that someone was keeping a close watch on her. This person knew all details like what she cooked, what she said to whom, and even what she thought. The children were shocked. What's words? Said Mrs. Stephanie. He rings me up to tell me what all he knows about me. Now, Aunt Stephanie told the children everything in detail, that someone is keeping a close watch on her. He is knowing all details of her life, what she is cooking, what she is thinking, to whom she is speaking, everything. Only the other day, I wrote to my son for some money. The next day the call came. The voice asked me what I was going to do with all that money. Wept Aunt Stephanie. Now, Aunt Stephanie started crying and told the children that the other day she has returned to her son for some money. Next day, the call came that what she is going to do with that money. Perhaps someone is reading your mail, Noddy put in. Now, Noddy, five chums among them was Noddy, and he told that somebody is reading your mail, therefore he is knowing everything about. To this, Aunt Stephanie replied, but I didn't send a letter, I sent an email. How can someone know what she thinks? Said Noddy. I think, said Bill, we ought to take a look around Aunt Stephanie's flat. Now, Aunt Stephanie told that she has not sent a letter, but she has sent an email. Then Noddy says how the person can know what she thinks. Bill said, let us have a close view of Aunt Stephanie's flat. Dear students, here we end our today's session. We will continue with this same lesson in our next session. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.